Welcome back to the video. We're doing a little Dash showcase today, and I've got two applications that I want to highlight for you. The first of which is the BigQuery monitor, which has a couple of updates in terms of making it more intuitive to understand the processing loads that are happening on the platform, and we can more easily evaluate the cost. And additionally, we have the chess analysis application, which is looking at different openings that are played in an aggregate, and we can try to evaluate what openings have the best win rates on the platform. So we'll start off with the BigQuery monitor, and we can see we're starting off with this. I've squashed it down a bit in terms of dimensions to try to get it into one picture, so it's a bit easier to read. We've made some changes to the KPI tiles, starting with the addition of the average cost per query, so we can see our average billing. But since we're only processing roughly 20 megabytes per query, it's still going to be less than a cent, so we're still free rolling on the platform. And one more thing we've added is this total data consumption KPI tile. So you can see the relative data processed month on month, and we can measure whether it's increasing or decreasing based on the workloads, whether that's the increased frequency on the pipelines, or if it's the increased usage from the dashboards that we're deploying. So that's what we got for now. And also we've got a filter built into the table, so we can find out what the most expensive jobs we're running on BigQuery. So for example, we can find jobs that are running over like 100 gigabytes, to which we don't have any. We're processing at a much lower volume. So I think my most expensive jobs at the moment in the last 60 days is roughly like 100 megabytes. So we've got 5 jobs here. But what you'll be interested in is taking these job IDs, plugging them into your information schema, so you can pull out the SQL statements, and you can do your own investigation to evaluate is your SQL running in the most efficient manner possible, so you're not incurring any unnecessary cost, and you can go ahead and update your SQL scripts as necessary. So yeah, that's what we're working with here. I think we did a good job in terms of keeping it simple and easier to understand. I think we'll move on to the chess analysis application and show you what's going on there. And this is what you'll be presented with here. It will default to a 30-day period of the last ingested data inside BigQuery. And it won't automatically fetch the data. We need to click this fetch data button to activate the callback and load the data into the application. And this is what you'll be presented with at the loading. You've got a few KPI tiles here, so you can see the openings with the most games played and the least games played, as well as that for the respective piece colors, that's white and black. We can see what the best win rates are. So for example, the Collie system, we got 63%, and for the Grob, we got a 62% win rate as black. As well as that, we can see the frequency of the games played on a weekly basis, and right next to that you can see the relative popularity of the opening archetypes that have been played in that filtered selection. Something I should mention is there is literally thousands of chess openings. There's probably roughly close to 3,000. I'm not sure what the total is on the chess encyclopedia, but in order to make it easier to analyze this data, we've got some mapping tables to group up similarly named openings together into an archetype of opening or a family. And we can more easily see what the patterns are in the very high level. Otherwise, if you're just looking at the most granular, all the variations of all the different openings, you won't be able to decipher how good it is. So yeah, that's the purpose of the groupings. And the way I propose you would use this application is I'll try to use this scatter chart here to see what are the best openings here. You just skim off the top. Anything above like 55% would be probably considered quite good. And you can see the collie system here performing quite well, and it's like reasonably popular here. You also got it followed by the Dutch defense, and you've also got the Ponziani, which is played at a much lower frequency, only 97 games played, although you can consider that maybe chess players that are not familiar with the Ponziani opening, you could potentially gain an edge against them, since you'll know all the tricks and the strategies that you can use against them, and in that sense you can try to gain an edge and increase your win rate. So maybe that's something you can exploit against the lower chess elo players, who knows. You could also filter to the black pieces to find all the best openings for black, which is just going to be an inversion of the win rates as white. And then lastly, you got a table here to show you the most games played with the relative win rates as white and black. Additionally, you can filter to the different time classifications, since you might have different opening popularities for the different time classes. So for example, if you click on bullet chess, you might have a different opening style, something that's more intuitive and more you'll be thinking more about how to trick the opponents, as opposed to the deeper strategy at the very late stages of the game. And yeah, you can go to blitz chess, daily chess, rapid chess, and you can see different distributions spanning across all of them. We do have probably one more video coming up to show off like the DBT model and show you how we're transforming the data and formatting it in a way that's going to be easily digestible by a Dash style application, so you can find out what the frequencies are and see these types of distributions. And I think that'll be a nice way to wrap up the series. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll probably see you guys in the next one.